Hey guys, it's Quickly again with another ROM review, and this time I've got a ROM called the LegendROM. Now this is based on Lineage OS and this is a pretty good ROM, so let's stay tuned for that one. So guys, this is called the LegendROM and that's one amazing name for a ROM. This is a Lineage OS based ROM with a lot of features in it. It has been taken from a lot of other ROMs also, so yeah, that is the gist of the ROM. Now first of all, let's get started with the ROM. In the about phone page, you can see there is a changelog option. You can see what all the changelogs are there. Android version is 7.1.1, which is the latest one. LegendROM version is 14, which is the latest one as of now. Lineage OS kernel build date is this one. SLN status is permissive, so that might be important for most people. So yeah, that's pretty cool. That is it in the about phone page. Now let's get to the features. This is a Lineage based ROM. This does have more features than the stock Lineage, and that is a good thing, and I really do like the features of it. I'll just give you guys a gist of the features now. If you want more features, if you want to see what all the features are there, you can check the link in the description. In the Legend settings is where all the settings are there. In the general UI settings, there is a super user indicator, which is pretty cool if you are using the inbuilt super user, which this ROM does not have, so this setting is just for show. And you do have option to customize the power plus volume up button for anything which you want to do, which is well, screen record or take a screenshot of selected area. So you do have that option. 3-finger gesture for screenshot is available. Screenshot delay can be customized. All of these are available. Task manager option is available, which I actually saw on Resurrection Remix. It used to work pretty good, but there has been a few issues whenever I try to clear all in the status bar. It just crashes the system UI setting, which is not the best idea. Blur personalization settings are available where you can blur everything, basically status bar, quick setting tiles, all that can be customized. That is a pretty cool feature. In the stock recent menu, there is an option for enabling memory bar, clear all button, and clear all button location is available. So there is that. That's pretty cool. Dashboard options are available, and this is quickly becoming one of my most required features in a ROM because I like this look of it, of the settings menu, because I do spend a lot of my time in the settings menu, and for something with a lot of features, that's really important. And yeah, I really like this option here. You do have column settings to up to 3 columns, which is preposterous, but hey, there is that option if you want to. In the lock screen settings, you do have all of these features. Lock screen battery info is also available, which is pretty nice. Status bar option, it does have smart pull down navigation settings, so you do have that. Show Bluetooth battery status on the status bar. All of these are available. Header options are available. Quick setting panel can be customized, and it does have column and row settings for 7 and 2. 7 is the maximum, but I tend to like it because that is what I use normally. Also, scrollable quick setting tile is available rather than the normal quick setting tile or the customizable quick setting tile. So system option, it does have enabler for advanced restart. The DPI setting, wake lock blocker is also available, which is pretty cool, and also a CPU info shower, so that is also there. So that is it in the Legend settings menu. It does come with Substratum if you install that. If you install the ROM, if you install the APK file, it does have full OMS support, so that is a really cool feature. It does require you to flash the SuperSU script. It doesn't come with SuperSU or Super User. Even the Lineage Super User is not included with it. If you want it, you need to install that separately. In the display option, it does have live display, which is a pretty cool feature from Lineage. It does have ambient display settings, so you have pickup, hand wave, and pocket mode sensors, so that's pretty cool. Density customization, prevent accident wake up is there, which is pretty nice to have. Now in the gesture settings, there is a lot more gestures than normal. You do have, this is kind of like the Lineage basics now. You do have all these features, all these gestures can be enabled, and you can customize that for all of these options, which is pretty cool. Button option is available where you can customize the buttons, hardware buttons. So you do have home button, recent button, and that is it. That's a normal Lineage style customizations, and these are all the options which you have, and there is no custom application setting, but hey, that is not a big deal. Volume button does have keyboard cursor control and playback control, which is something which I really appreciate. In the additional button settings, you do have your alert slider, and alert slider is working fully, so you don't have any issue with that. You can also swap the buttons if you want to. Now there's also status bar options where you can have a quick pull down again. Brightness control by sliding across the status bar is also available. Show notification count, system icons can be customized from here, and that's really nice. Clock position can be customized. As you have seen, I have customized normalized it into left with AMPM indicator. There's no other features like date options or gesture options and all that. So features wise, it is kind of anemic, but it does get the job done. I guess that should be it about the ROM. There are a lot of features which I feel are missing in this one, but that shouldn't be much of a problem. It is still more features than what you would expect with just Lineage or most of the other ROMs. So let's start grading then. First thing, features, as I've already shown you guys, it does have a lot more features than just the Lineage OS or most of the other ROMs, but it does come short of something like Phoenix AOSP Extended or even AOSP Extended, CR Droid or Resurrection Remix, I mean. So yeah, the score is going to be 7.5 out of 10. It is a good feature mix, but not the most comprehensive. Now the battery life actually did surprise me a lot. I have been using this for about 2 days now, and it's been pretty good for me. On time at max, I received is about 4.5 hours, which is pretty good, and standby time is not a slouch either. I really like it. So the battery life is going to be something in the neighborhood of 8 out of 10. So yeah. Now the performance of this ROM. For me, the performance has not been the greatest. It's probably been one of my least scoring ROMs, at least in the normal usage. In the normal usage, that doesn't really make any difference. I mean, it's a smooth ROM. Everything does work out. I didn't really have any issues with that. And the score was, as you can see, about 130,000, 131,000 if the average which I got, which is on the lower side of the scoring chart. So I'm gonna give it a 6.5 out of 10. Now the stability of the ROM. As I've already said, this is a Lineage based ROM, but as you can see, the status bar thing just force close all the way. I didn't have a luck with that. Also, certain game, well, Mario Run was released. It didn't work. I'm not sure why. I have to check that out again. Facebook Messenger does work out. IRCTC app does not work because of root, because yeah, that's the problem. So yeah, stability wise, it did have more issues than normal, which normally what I face with other ROMs. So I'm gonna give it a 6.5 out of 10 on this one also. Now the camera quality. As I've said, this is a Lineage based ROM, so you can expect the Cyanogen mode or Lineage camera as it's not called to be present here. And yeah, it does take photographs. Sometimes it doesn't take photographs. I have had issues there. And also the camera quality on the stock camera is just not very good. It does give a lot of sharpness issues and a lot of noise in here. So yeah, this is what I normally use, and it's okay. It's nothing great, or it's nothing too memorable or anything like that. It's noticeably better than the stock Cyanogen mode camera, but again, that is not a huge thing going for it, because most other cameras also work well with oxygen camera. So yeah, camera department, I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10 because it's normal. Aesthetics of the ROM, again, this is material design with a little bit of pixel style. Again, nothing special going on here. The only thing is this does have a status bar, substratum, and that does give it a little bit of point. But again, most ROMs do have substratum. So aesthetically, it's going to be a 7 out of 10. Now the overall experience of the ROM. It's a good enough daily driver. I didn't have any issues with that. Battery life is stellar. I really like the battery life in here. And most things does work out. Only the FC issues does deter from a little bit of normalcy. Apart from that, it's been a very normal ROM for me. So overall experience, I'm going to be a 7.0 out of 10, which is normal for any ROM of this category. So yeah, so I guess that should be it about the ROM. Let me show you guys the boot animation, which is just neat. So here is the boot animation for the LegendROM, and it is the standard Lineage OS boot animation. It's been a while since I saw this one, and it does bring back memories. It's a pretty amazing, minimal, but effective boot animation. I really like it. So here it is, Lineage. So yeah, I guess that should be it about the ROM then. So in conclusion, it is a generally good ROM. I would actually recommend this to a lot of people because of the battery life, because battery life has been very good for me. The feature list, it's there. It's something for everyone, I guess. There is a lot of features which most people will use, and I certainly do use all of these features. Camera is just normal. Stability and performance wise, I mean, it's on the lower side, but with the features and battery life, I really don't mind that. I guess the overall score for this will be will math out to about 7.07, which I'm gonna round up to 7.1 out of 10, which is better than normal. So yeah, slightly, just slightly. So yeah, I guess how much is it about the ROM then. Hope you guys liked the video. Please just subscribe and like the video if you found it useful. See you guys next time. Bye.